Can someone stop working with a Babaláwo without spiritual consequences? Wow. So many times throughout the years, I have gotten this question. Yes, guys, in general, yes, I'm going to say that. So if you're saying spiritual consequences in general, like that person is not doing something to force any type of spiritual activity or interference against you, absolutely. You can just stop working with somebody and keep on moving, and that's it. There's nothing going to happen to you just from stop working with them, right? On a spiritual level, on an energetic level. Now, obviously, that person can, and in some cases, we've seen it where they have done things negative against a person who stopped working with them. They can put certain types of spell work on them. But just naturally by itself, if you decide to start working with somebody, no, that's not going to happen. And unfortunately, there's a phenomenon where people are telling individuals this: if you start working with me or you start working with somebody else, then this negative situation is going to play out in your life, whatever it may be. Sometimes they threaten that, either that person or their family members is going to get sick or die or something like that. And that is not true. That's not going to happen just by itself. In order for something like that to happen, they will have to do some kind of negative, evil, foul spell work against you. And some people absolutely engage in that type of work. I'm not saying that it doesn't happen. If somebody is telling you something like that, then they're probably engaging in that type of work. So once you start working with them, they probably will put some type of spell work on you to keep you coming back to them, because that does happen, unfortunately. And a Babaláwo will prepare icons or shrines without becoming your godparent. Absolutely. So just because somebody prepares an icon for you doesn't automatically make them your godparent, because you have not initiated unto them. It is a very important step, and it is something that you should be wise about. Nevertheless, I don't advocate just going around getting icons from any and everybody just because it doesn't establish that connection, because it's still important. Understand that person's energy is going into the work. Again, as I said before, this is the person who will likely train you on how to use that device. So you definitely want it to be somebody that you can trust, somebody that you feel comfortable with, that you're vibing with, who is, putting together these devices for you. It usually does elevate that situation. Like for us in particular, once somebody receives an icon through us, they automatically become a member of our temple, which elevates them to a certain status and gives them access to us in a different way than somebody who is only receiving like Ifa divination or ritual work through us, right? So it definitely opens up a different world, a different level, I should say, which is important. And we take that so seriously. But Ifa initiation is what kind of seals the deal in that connection. And that's not, at that stage, you don't want to go back and forth. Does receiving divination from a Babaláwo create an obligation or loyalty? Absolutely not. There's no binding obligation. If you get a reading from somebody one time or even a few times and you decide you don't want to stay there, you do not have to stay there. You can move on, okay? That is a one-time or even so one-off situation. You can move along to the next.